If you're thinking about moving to the Baton Rouge area, this video is going to be for you. I'm going to talk about 10 things that you will not want to miss if you're moving to the Baton Rouge area. My name is Sharon Dallalio. I am a local realtor in Baton Rouge. I am also from Louisiana as well, so I'm going to give you lots of information in this video. We're going to start out with some fun facts. Baton Rouge is the state capital. A lot of people think it's New Orleans, but it's actually the Baton Rouge area. Baton Rouge means red stick in French, so it literally means red stick. Another thing people always want to know, how far is New Orleans from Baton Rouge? New Orleans is roughly around an hour according to traffic. Maybe 15 minutes here or there, but usually around an hour's drive. It's a fun day trip to go to the French Quarter, go uptown. I highly recommend trying out uptown. Tourists always hear about the French Quarter and downtown, but uptown is equally as fun as well. So let's dive into the video. We're going to talk about 10 things that you will not want to miss if you're moving to this area. And the first one is going to be the housing market. The housing market, we are still in a seller's market here in Baton Rouge, is high. So the average sales price right now in Baton Rouge is around $292,000. Average time on the market, 5 days, but it usually goes much quicker if everything's perfect in the house. So it goes much quicker. We are still in a multiple offer situation on many homes. So if you're thinking about buying in Baton Rouge when you move, get your pre-approval letter, get solid credibility with your lender. If you do not have a lender, I will be happy to connect you with one of my VIP lenders here in town as well. During the buying process, keep in mind you may not want to go to your max budget, because if you get in a multiple offer situation, you may need to use some of that power to buy. So just keep that in mind. Talk to your lender daily, because interest rates are changing and that could affect you. So the average rent price, one bedroom is around $1,200-1,300, two bedrooms, $1,400-1,600 in that ballpark as well. Rent prices on houses have gone up, and so is rent. So both of it is going up. Seems like daily almost, but we are still in a shortage of houses. We're not like Florida, but we are still having a crisis with low inventory as well. So the next thing I want to talk about is the weather. Oh my God, the weather. So our weather here is during the summer is very humid, very hot. 2 o'clock in the afternoon, at 10 o'clock at night, it feels like it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It's still hot, sweaty. In the winter, it can get as low as 10 degrees or so, but typically in the 30s tends to be more of it hangs out there more so than the 10 degrees. That's kind of rare. But it can be 38 degrees one night, 2 nights, and the next day it's 75 degrees. So don't put up your winter clothes if you move to Louisiana, because we have very bipolar weather here. We also, our mosquitoes in the summertime, oh my gosh. So you might want to get you a thermocell or get some Amber Romance from Victoria's Secret. I talked about that in one of my previous videos, but the mosquitoes can be a little annoying. So if you're sitting outside watching a baseball game or anything like that, so just make sure and pack it with you if you move into Baton Rouge. So the next on our list is going to be number 3, food. One of my favorite subjects to talk about. We have so much good food here in Louisiana, and that could be not a good thing as well. But we have some famous chefs that are from Louisiana: John Foss, Emerald Lagasse, John Bash, many more famous chefs that are from Louisiana. But we have a lot of cuisine here that you don't find in most other places, and if you do, it does not even come close to tasting the way it does in Louisiana. We have our beignets. So go to Cafe Des Moines if you come in town. We have it in Baton Rouge, but it's nothing like going to the original in New Orleans. Get you some cafe au lait and some beignets. Very good dish to get for any time, a snack, breakfast, whatever you want. We also have crawfish season. So we love crawfish here in Louisiana, and you usually get it with potatoes and corn. But a word that you may hear here is called lagniappe, meaning a little something extra. So in the crawfish, they will throw asparagus, Brussels sprouts, or anything, mushrooms, anything in the boil mixture as well. So don't be surprised if you see a lot of different things going on in the crawfish, but it's definitely a must to try out if you're in Baton Rouge or anywhere in New Orleans. We also have our king cake season. King cakes, oh my gosh, we love king cake season here. My favorite is the boudin king cake, which is very good. It doesn't sound good, but I was amazed at how good it is. Speaking of boudin, you're probably saying, what is boudin? Boudin is a mixture of rice, pork, bell peppers, onions, seasonings, and it's all put into like a sausage casing. So it kind of looks like a sausage. Doesn't taste like a sausage. It is so good. So I definitely recommend trying that as well if you're in town. And of course we have the jambalaya and we have the gumbo. We like to put potato salad right in the middle of our gumbo. It's so delicious. So maybe try some of that as well. I'm going to list a few of my favorite restaurants here in Baton Rouge if you're in town. I'll just put the link below in the description for you, some recommendations. So fourth on the list, we have to talk about this, is our LSU Tigers. Oh my gosh. It is such a big part of our culture here in Baton Rouge. There's nothing like a Saturday night in Tiger Stadium. Go Tigers. So you will know in town if it is a game going on, because you'll get invited to a game, you'll get invited to a tailgate party. Your neighbors are all getting together watching the game. Everybody is cooking and having a good time. But if you do go to the game, one tip I'll give you, make sure you allow for 2 hours after the game. You have over 100,000 people leaving that stadium. No one can pick you up because they can't get in. They shut down the traffic coming into LSU. So going out of LSU, it's 2 lanes heading the same direction going out, but it does take about 2 hours roughly to get out of the traffic there. When you're if you're tailgating, people will invite you over for some Louisiana cuisine. They're grilling, you have RVs everywhere. So everybody is friendly and just having a really good time. After all, LSU is one of the top party schools in the US for a reason. So number 5 on our list is the beaches. No, we do not have beaches in Baton Rouge or typically Louisiana, but you can take a weekend trip, 3.5 hours to Gulf Shores, Alabama. They have beautiful beaches. 3.5 hours to Pensacola Beach. 4.5 hours to Destin, which is my favorite place to go. You have these beautiful white sand everywhere. The water is emerald green. You can see all the way down to the sand. It is beautiful. I have traveled so many places and I've yet to find water as gorgeous as Destin, Florida. And another popular place people travel to for a vacation or for a long weekend is Santa Rosa Beach in Florida, which is on 30A, which is about a 5-hour trip. So still not bad places that you can drive to for a little getaway. So that's a lot of fun as well. And number 6 on our list, we have to talk about it, is traffic. I have talked about traffic in another video, but I still want to bring it up in this one because we have horrible traffic. Our infrastructure is not good here. If there is a wreck on the interstate, you're going to be backed up. Being a local from the Baton Rouge area, I know every street, every shortcut there is, what streets to avoid in high traffic times. So if you need some tips and tricks, just give me a call. I'll be happy to help you out with that one. Baton Rouge has the 4th largest traffic jams according to TomTom. So just keep that in mind when you're moving here. Another thing that we need to talk about is number 7, how to pronounce some of our names here in Louisiana. So the first one is gonna be Tchoupitoulas. That one's a little difficult, but you'll see that's a street in New Orleans, and when you're going to New Orleans, you'll see the exit for Tchoupitoulas. Another one is Lagniappe. So that just means a little something extra. Then you have Atchafalaya. We have the Atchafalaya River here. We have the Atchafalaya Bridge, which is one of the 3rd largest bridges in the U.S. It is about 18 miles long. So as you're going to New Orleans, you will cross over that 18-mile bridge. And number 8 on the list, I get asked about the schools. Baton Rouge, we're not known for having the best schools in Baton Rouge, and you can research that, the scores, that type of thing. But some other things you may want to consider, we do have magnet schools here. If you don't want to go to a private school, some people move to little towns outside of Baton Rouge for the school system. And we have the international, Baton Rouge International School as well, and we have private schools. So we do have options that you can choose from, which can be a very good choice for you. And number 10 on my list is my favorite reason for living in Baton Rouge. I love the people. I have lived other places like South Florida, and the people here are so nice. They're so welcoming, friendly. They treat you like family. And if you're at a red light, you're not going to be having people honk their horns at you. And you're from New York or South Florida, you know what I mean. So people here are friendly. Everywhere you go, they'll smile at you, say hello. So they'll come over and meet you. Football season, they'll invite you over for a barbecue or cook some gumbo. So that is one of my favorite things about living here in Louisiana. And if you're thinking about moving to the Baton Rouge area, let's jump on a Zoom call. I would love to help you.